Okay, so um, my dream.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking into the
Oh, okay.
into the phone, making a video.
Video?
Video, yeah.
You're gonna have what, a daily video of
I have
your dreams?
a YouTube channel.
Okay.
I record all my dreams and post them on YouTube.
Okay. As long as you don't record mine on that, because I don't want anybody to know my dreams.
I won't.
No.
So it was me, Uncle Dan, Dad, and Mom, and there was a purple old Cadillac Coupe de Ville, and we decided to go on a road trip. So we get on the freeway, and I fall asleep, and I wake up, and the car kind of broke down, and it wasn't our car. Yeah, we either found it or we're renting it somehow. And so we end up in this Hoduck little town. I never got the name of the town. And something with the bearings.
Wheel bearings?
I forget. Something, well, the car broke down. So they couldn't fix it there, so... or they could, Dad and Uncle Dan said they could fix it there, but they had to hurry up and take off. So I went exploring. I turned the corner, and you can see all these little these restaurants, but they were all just it was all the old signs. It was like an old Arby's, just a whole row of them, and they were like packed, stacked one behind each other. So I wanted to go look for records, and Dad said to stay close. So I went into another building. It was more like it was a house, and house had the backyard, and there was an underground part to the house, and that's where they were having these awards, and there was this huge stage, and all these people were there, and Robert De Niro was there. And there was this wolf. He was dressed up in costume, and it was this big black wolf dressed in Victorian costume. And I asked, "Who is that?" Why? He was sitting high up, like he was like he was in like the VIP, but his VIP booth was like the shit. And I asked, "Who is that?" And someone told me that's the devil. And I said, "Oh, okay." And I look at Robert De Niro, and he's talking to his friends, and they're all dressed up in like pin suits and everything. And so there's a raccoon, and I'm in this. I walk away. From the area, I walk down the hall, and there's this room, this old room, bunch of dingy old bed, dingy old stuff, and I'm just kind of looking around, and I look up, and there's this little circle, little metal circle with a lock on it. So I walk out of the room. I fell asleep in the bed. So I wake up. I walk back out of the hall, and everyone's gone in the theater. And so I go back upstairs, and I go in the backyard. And I go to where there's the basement. Because there's the basement, but then there's below the basement, and that's where the theater is. And so the basement's locked, and someone comes in the backyard and asks me what I'm doing. And I said I'm not from around here. I'm just looking around and wandering around. So they told me to get out of here. So I walk back to where my mom and dad is, and they're gone. Everyone's gone. They left without me. Um, so I walk back to the house, and the basement's unlocked. So I walk into the basement, and I see, the only thing I remember from the basement is there's a hole in the floor about maybe the size of a roll of tape. Big roll of tape. And I look down, and the raccoon's down there, and the hole goes all the way down to where that room was where I fell asleep. And I look down, and the raccoon's searching around, and he looks up right at me. And so I was like, okay, just searching around more. Walk back outside, walk back to where my family had parked the Cadillac. And I look to the right, and there's this little boy, but he's dressed up in an Angels uniform, and really, really small. Almost looks like a puppet, and just super adorable. So I pick him up and I hold him, and I start talking to him. And then Will Smith, so there's a girl that walks up. Oh, his mom walks up, and starts talking to me, and then Will Smith pops out from the right view if I'm looking straight. But if I'm looking straight, the car would have been behind me. The freeway was to the left. The houses and the town was in front of me. So Will Smith pops out from the right, and he has a boy. And he holds his boy, and he goes, ta-da! And then I wake up. So that was my dream of the Hodong town.